All right, my name is Jaywaz. Today we're going to be doing a little gameplay review. We're gonna watch these two games back, and maybe you guys can learn something by watching them, and then maybe I can learn something too, reflecting upon my own gameplay. Okay, cool. It'll be fun. So, the comp we're playing is BM Hunter, Fury Warrior, and R Druid. Something very important to consider is that with a Fury Warrior, I had to go like tame a different pet that does not have a mortal wounds debuff. Otherwise, your pet's mortal wounds will overwrite the Fury Warrior's stacking healing debuff. And theirs is better, so you want to let them do that. So yeah, I just went and tamed some random cunning pet. That way I still have freedom. And then this one just has like a random slow. That doesn't really matter. It's more important that it just does not have immortal wounds. Okay, cool. Then the comp we're playing against is Cupid, which is Ret Hunter. This one's with an Arsham. You'll see in a second, this is one of the best Cupids in the game. This is Vanguard's Yasuke and Casca. I want to talk about the strategy that I'm using in this matchup. So I want to preface this by the game before this one, we lost. I was going for traps on healer. And the way that it turned out is that it was too unreliable, especially versus a good team like this, because Vanguard's is just trinket sanking my intim into a grounding totem. Yasuke can scatter me when I'm going in for traps. I could get earth, I could get rooted, I could get thunderstorm knocked. There's just so many things that can go wrong, and for such little reward. So yeah, there's two reasons that I stopped trapping healer as much. One is because healer trap is on a minute 30 cooldown as opposed to everybody else's being a 2 minute, which makes trap on healer less valuable. And then in addition to that, like I said earlier, just so many things can go wrong with trying to trap healer that it's not reliable. So we lost the first game playing into this team. I adapted my strategy. I changed to Diamond Ice, which you'll see here in a second. And I'm never trapping healer the entire game. I only diamond the ret and scatter the healer. So that way my team can CC off of the scatter, okay? So tell yourself you don't need to trap healers all of the time. In fact, in this game, I never trap healer once. I just let my teammates CC him off of the scatter, okay? Cool, so in a second here, you'll see my talents right here, cool. Okay, so this is my talent page. I run this literally every single game. I basically never change it. I do not run kill shot because I think it's a really bad global. As Beast Mastery, it does not scale with your mastery, so it's always better to press kill command. I know some good hunters run kill shot. It's probably just so, it can be good. Like, let's say if you have no kill commands left and your pet is in a root or something like that, or it's feared, CC'd, whatever, you have an additional button to execute with. I don't care for it. I prefer to go for more healing. And like I said, I feel like, well, I don't feel like, I know that kill command always does more damage with your mastery scaling. Again, kill shot does not scale with your mastery. Yeah. And then the only other thing you could change here is you could, if you really didn't need steel trap and you felt like your pet was going to die to rot, then you could take the point out of steel trap and put it into more mend pet healing. But you have to be careful that you're not queuing into like an Aflock, because that would be really bad. Because you will take dispel punishment from the dispel from this. Okay, that's the build. Yeah, feign death every single game. I'm playing diamond this game and only diamonding the ret. And then I'm playing big purge because I like big purge into resto shaman, and it's also good into the ret pally because even if I don't get the purge on the bop, it'll still reduce it by 4 seconds guaranteed, which is pretty helpful too. Okay, cool. So let's watch this game, and I might pause it a couple times and talk about like key moments or what I was thinking and all that. Okay, So game opens. I'm gonna go into camo for sure. Do I disengage in? Yep, I disengage in to kind of get into the map a little bit faster. So I apply a hunter's mark to the hunter. This just ensures that until he's 80% HP, he'll take 5% more damage from everybody, which is pretty cool. Nice little bonus there. And it looks like I'm going for a purge next. The reason I'm going for this purge is likely because, well, he has 3 buffs, but the one I'm looking at is this this bloodlust here for 17 seconds left. Here's the thing, even if I don't get the purge on that bloodlust, it will still reduce it by 4 seconds guaranteed. So even if I get the Riptide or this Earth Living thing, I will still take 4 seconds off of this bloodlust, and that's just a good global, in my opinion. That's good value. Let's see, do I get it? So I send the purge, and that was exciting. So I got the Earth Living weapon buff. Who cares about that? But I did take 4 seconds off of his bloodlust and his Riptide. I think that's pretty neat. It's something to know. I press this like all of the time. Okay, cool. Game starts right away. So without hesitation, I just throw an Intim into a Diamond Dice on Vanguards. This just takes him out of the game. You could argue that I should wait for him to press Wings before I Diamond him, and maybe that would have been the better play. But either way you put it, he's still going to be like, 8 seconds behind basically with the 3-second Intim into a 5-second trap. Okay, so I just want to get him out of the game, so he can't hodge my healer for a long time, and my healer can get into a better position. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, and we're gonna go in on the hunter. Okay, cool. My warrior gets a 6 stun, and then let's see. I might scatter off this, but I might wait until they're spread so it doesn't break. No, I just throw the scatter off of the shockwave, and he sets the full shockwave, so that's pretty cool. So right away, we're really far ahead already. Like we got our CC out, and we're doing damn already. It's looking pretty good so far. Our Resto Druid gets a sick clone on the Pally, so he's having to sit a lot of CC. He's probably not happy about that. Okay. Yep, they go for a classic Intim trap on healer into a Hodge on me, kill target. But our healer, I think it breaks or something. The trap must break there because he didn't shrink it yet. Cool. Okay, I will say, like, I don't love this positioning here. We're kind of in a tight corner. And they're all in earthen wall, and this is like a losing situation right here. We're in earthen, there's roots, there's a healing tide. It's kind of a mess. This is not like a really good place for us to be, I will say. Cool, yeah, you saw there I threw another diamond on the ret. I'm probably gonna look for a scatter on the healer soon. Again, this is not great because we're kind of like in this tight corner where they're cleaving us, and we're in their earthen wall totem. Fighting in a Resto Shaman's earthen wall totem is just a losing scenario. They'll always come out ahead. Okay. Oh, here's something to talk about. This is important. So I have this little weak aura here. See 3 charges of barb shot. As BM Hunter, one of your highest priorities, if not your number 1 highest priority, is to keep 3 stacks of frenzy on at all times. Sometimes it's going to fall off, like it will happen occasionally, but you want to do your best to really make sure that you keep 3 stacks of this at all times by refreshing your barb shot. Here I kind of got global starved and was probably very busy looking at other things, so I do let it drop here, but that's something to keep in mind for you guys. You don't want to drop this barb shot stack of 3 right here, because now it drops and now I have to charge it all the way back up again. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but like over the course of a game, if you're constantly dropping your 3-stack, then that's very bad. But you know, once or twice in a game, it will happen, no big deal. Cool. Yeah, so our healer got haunt, and I see this, and I try to stand on top of him to absorb a trap. But I don't think he even goes for it because he just knows it's gonna break instantaneously. Hunter life, dude. Okay. I saw him drop a totem there, and my pets were in range, so I just went and sniped that healing stream totem really quick. You want to kill totems with kill commands. Pets are rooted, classic. I give him a precog, absolutely legendary. Let's see what happens next. So I have Intim into Diamond on the ret here soon, hopefully. Yeah, our healer gets a really nice bash clone on healer over here, and we force the turtle. That's huge. So I should probably wait for the turtle to expire before I diamond dice the ret. Let's see if I actually do that. Okay, I do, but now he sacks. So even if I do diamond him here, his sacrifice on the hunter will make it less effective of a diamond dice, but let's see what I do. Yeah, I just decide to lob it anyway. It's still, I have him locked down in Intim, and I think it's too sketchy to wait for him to get out of Intim to try and lob a trap on him. Managed to kill the stun, the cap totem on the shaman, but then he lassos me anyway. Okay. I scatter shaman there, and I'm probably calling for my team if they can get anything out. Yeah, like right there. So this scatter on the shaman, it's very likely that I'm telling my team, yo, I'm scattering healer right now. Can we look for anything out? Whether it's a stun or a fear, even though it's DR or a clone, you know, maybe like throwing a clone or a fear here wouldn't be the best example because he's almost off fear DR, clone DR. But I'm always telling my teammates, like, hey, I'm setting you up. I'm scattering the healer. Can you do anything out of that? And even if they can't, it's fine. I'm just starting the conversation and getting us to think about those things. So it's always good to let the homies know what you're doing. Okay, yeah, we're just running down the hunter. Yep, refresh my bob shots to 3. Spamming kill commands, killing totems, killing 2 healing streams there. I have another diamond dice coming up. Right here is where I track my trap. So I'm probably looking for a diamond on the ret. This is really, really good. This is such a good fear. Our warrior gets a triple fear, and I guarantee you I'm looking at this ret, and I'm gonna time the diamond right on top of the ret as this fear expires. And that's exactly what I do. Okay. Cool. So now we have a 1v3, and we force the link. We kill link. I'll just throw a random scatter on the healer because we have so much pressure. Okay, here's another really good example of the value of Purge on Hunter. Look, so this Hunter, Yasuke has 7 seconds left of bop on him, and I throw the Trank darts. Look what happens. Boom, 3 seconds. So even though I didn't get the bop, I still reduced the duration of the bop from 7 seconds to 3 seconds. I took 4 seconds off. It's just a really good global to use. Okay. We're doing damage. We're doing damage. Oh, actually get a kick on the shaman. That's huge. Look at this. Look at this. Bang. Legendary. Actually didn't precog him there. Okay, cool. All right. So Hunter has Ross on himself. I think we're going to still keep attacking him. Okay, Ret Pally pops wings, and he has no trinket, and I don't think he has bubble either. So I should definitely be looking for an Intim into freezing trap here, because this would just like completely shut him down. Let's see what happens. Okay, our Druid bashes him. Kill ground. Okay, so wow. So I have not thrown a diamond on vanguards yet, but we just have so much pressure. We're so far ahead that I think I just decide to do more damage and go for the kill, and we actually get it, okay? Yeah, and that's the match. Okay, so this is like 25, 25, 70, 25, 80 MMR. These are good players. Like these are multi rank one players. They're very, very good. And we're not doing anything special here. But just by like changing my strategy, it was just so much more effective doing it that way. Okay, cool. So that was a fun game. I have one more game to show you. So same comp, same queue session. We're now playing into Fury Warrior, Shadow Priest, Prez. And you'll see in a moment, this is also a triple rank one team. These are very, very good players. And again, I'm just going to do the same strategy. I'm never trapping the healer. And I'm only going to diamondize the warrior and scatter the healer so that my team can get CC out of the scatter. We're going to go the Shadow Priest. That's our game plan. Okay. So run in stealth. I apply Hunter's Mark to the Shadow Priest. I immediately, second global, I end him into, you guessed it, a diamond ice on the warrior. And he either has to trinket or he has to sit it. He trinkets and charges me into a stun. Yeah, that makes sense. Now he's doing damage right away. Okay. So I'm probably looking to kite here a little bit. I kite to the left, but then notice my R-Druid is right there, so I don't actually really want to kite on top of my R-Druid with a warrior and a priest on me. So I choose to go the other way. Okay. I'm definitely taking a lot of damage right now, but my Druid is like topping me really well, so I feel relatively safe. I can't. Okay, I do get the last purge on the shrouds, and now I can scatter the healer. Cool. I throw a scatter on the healer. And I have Diamond as coming back up. Next time the warrior is on me, I'm going to definitely diamond him. All I'm doing here for my damage is I'm keeping 3 charges of Frenzy and spamming Kill Command on cooldown. Kill Command is your best button. Only Cobra Shot if you have no Kill Commands and no Barb Shot. Okay, this is really scary. So, okay, I actually do remember this moment. So, our Druid is like 20% HP. He's dying over here. And I do the craziest thing. I literally lob a trap across the entire map. And I look what happens. Oh my god, I actually get him. This was a really risky trap. But I actually got this. So that was a pretty huge play. But don't don't try this at home, And yeah, he has to sit it because he doesn't have trinket. And actually probably save my Druid there. That was so insane. Okay, we're doing damage. This looks really bad, by the way. Like, look how behind we are. We're dying, and they're literally full HP, all 3 of them. So we're very behind at this time, but we start to recover here. Yep, our Druid jumps to me. He starts cutting away. Look at this. Oh my god, I can't believe I sat this. Look at this, look at this. Look. I'm at 5% HP. And I guarantee I'm spamming Feign Death. Because I do not want to trinket like a 0.4 second stun, right? So I'm spamming Feign Death. Look, I'm spamming it. Yeah, you can see it glow up there. And I can't believe I live here. Don't try this at home, kids. And I get the Feign and I live. That was crazy. You can make an argument that I should have trinket feigned right away, but hindsight 2020, man. I actually lived here. Pretty cool. Can't believe I lived and sat that. Okay, so I do turtle. Yep, there it is, the classic int him into diamond dice on the warrior. Maybe the priest could have life gripped him, or maybe the prez could have rescued him, but either they were looking at other things, or they don't want to use that spell for that. They want to save that spell for some reason. Who knows? But I do get the diamond there. We're going to continue to hit the priest. Warrior stuns him, purging him, keeping up our 3 stacks of frenzy. I do have cooldowns. I'm telling my team right now I have cooldowns, by the way, because I have bloodshed into chakrams, into more kill commands. I'm kiting this warrior to the best I can, but he is going to get back on me. I throw a scatter on the healer there, and I'm probably telling my team I'm dead, like I don't have much. Okay, so right here, Magnus pops Spell Reflect. So I have to hold my freezing trap. A good warrior like him will be tracking your trap, and he's catching on to what I'm doing, right? So he knows that I'm trapping him now. So he's like walking on top of me with Spell Reflect. And I have to hold this, and I'm just taking the most damage from him. Okay. So he comes back to me, and now I'm safe to freezing trap him. Cool, get that off. I should probably look for a purge on this shroud over here. But I might just think that doing more damage is more important right now. I do throw a trap, a purge now. I get a cool kick on the Shadow Priest. I should heal my pet. Yep. I throw a men pet on my pet. My positioning is pretty good right here, I would say. We're feeling good, we're healthy, and I feel good about where I'm standing right now. This is like a perfect place for me to be at this moment. Cool. Yeah, our warrior gets a really nice fear, and I throw a steel trap on this prez. And now he's rooted, and he can't verdant embrace his teammates. So definitely look for steel traps on prez. It's really good. Okay, doing damage. I scatter him out of that. I'm just being super annoying. Get the disperse. Doing damage. Okay, right here. Okay, this is a really sick play that Magnus made. So I int him, and he's caught on to what I'm doing now. So he's going to, look at this. Did you see that? That was actually really sick. So I int him, and he knows that I'm going to trap him next. He trinket, spell reflects me, and I trap myself. That was a really cool play. Okay, so I CC myself. I'm out of the game. Tasting my own medicine. And now our priest gets our jury gets a really nice clone on the healer. We're doing more damage. I'm probably freaking out. I get a good feign out, which buys my healer enough time to taunt me. We're back on the priest. I throw a scatter on the healer. I don't have time to steel trap this guy because we're just doing damage. I need to keep my frenzy stacks going. I steel trap the warrior this time, but he probably gets out of it. Yeah, he gets out of it. He's a gnome. We're doing damage. Our druid leaps to me, and we finally get the kill on the Shadow Priest. Okay, so yeah, if you think back to like the middle of that game, there was a moment where we were like 20%, 40%, 20%, and they were all full HP. We were just getting owned, and I think a big part of this strategy of stop going for traps on healer and only diamondize the DPS, it basically slows the game down in your favor. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm like elongating the game and reducing the enemy team's pressure by taking one of the DPS out of the game. Okay, so just remember, trap has less value on healers because of a minute 30 trinket on healer as opposed to 2. And it just feels like so many things can go wrong if you go for traps on healer. So yeah, try this for yourself. Um, it's a really nice strat. It's very good into melee. So if you have any melee caster team, um, you can just diamond the melee. Um, cool. Try it for yourself. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching this little VOD review. Maybe we'll do it again sometime. All right. Bye.